Now, this is OPAC from the Predatory Lending Network, out with the news that Saudi Arabia. This is OPAC from the Predatory Lending Network, out with the news that Saudi Arabia and Russia have agreed to freeze oil production at current levels. What do you think of this, sir?
It is an economic and political power move designed to try and keep things from going too far and causing another economic global crash.
Now, the U.S. and Iran have not agreed to change oil production. What do you think of this?
It's a bold move done by both of those nations in order to challenge Saudi Arabia and Russia in a game of economic chess. It's just a back and forth, your move, your move, your move, knowing that Saudi Arabia and Russia are dependent on higher oil prices so they can make more money. Low oil prices hurt their economy.
Okay. Now, Middle East politics have shown Saudi Arabia and Iran in a price war over oil. What do you think this means for global security?
It could be really bad because the nations that require higher oil prices are suffering economically, and that can cause more chaos. Look at what's going on in Syria. That could expand. It could be a mess. And to plug a Fallout to video game related, it could lead to something like Fallout.
Now, where do you see the future of oil prices heading ahead of this U.S. election?
Same as it is every election. It's going to spike in the summer, even though the spike won't be as severe. And then, of course, it'll get lower and lower as election season goes by, like it always does.
So in closing, is there any last-minute things you'd like to say?
Good luck out there, everyone. Enjoy the ride. And may the force be with you.
So, this is OPAC from the Predatory Lending Network, signing out. Now, this is OPAC from the Predatory Lending Network, out with the news that Saudi Arabia and Russia have agreed to freeze oil production at current levels. What do you think of this, people?
I have to think about it a little bit. I don't know. I guess it's okay, because I just ride my bike everywhere.
Okay, now the U.S. and Iran have not agreed to change oil production. What do you think of this?
Well, I don't really know. I just mostly ride my bike. I gotta go find it, though. Bye!
Got two more.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Interviewer. There's more questions.
Okay, now Middle East politics have Saudi Arabia and Iran in a price war over oil. What do you think this means for the future of global security?
Well, I've heard something called a drone, but I've never seen one. I think they're real.
Now, where do you see oil prices heading in the next few months ahead of the U.S. election?
Oh, I know the answer to that one. I'm gonna vote for Ronald Reagan.
Do you have any last-minute things you'd like to say?
Yeah. Encyclopedia.
So in closing, this is OPAC from the Predatory Lending Network, signing out. Now, this is OPAC from the Predatory Lending Network, out with the news that Saudi Arabia and Russia have agreed to freeze oil production at current levels. What do you think of this?
Well, you know, I thought I was going to be going over there, kicking some ass, maybe lowering the gas prices a little bit, doing the super soldier thing, and just making sure that America can have gas at a reasonable price now.
Okay, good. It's all. Now, the U.S. and Iran have not agreed to change oil production. What do you think of this?
Then I am going to have to go over there and kick some ass. We're going to have to get these oil prices dropped, get the gas prices down, and, you know, do some good for our economy.
Now, Middle East politics have Saudi Arabia and Iran in a price war over oil. What do you think this means for global security?
You know, as long as our superheroes can do our thing, we can go anywhere we need to and, you know, protect the world, especially the United States. You know, as far as gas prices go, our vehicles, you know, we need them. Definitely.
Now, where do you see oil prices headed in the next few months ahead of this U.S. election?
I don't know how the election really is going to affect the oil prices, but I know that if we can go over there and the Avengers can get the oil prices lowered and we can kick some ass, do the things that we need to do, we can probably lower the gas prices no matter who gets elected.
So in closing, is there any last minute thing you'd like to say?
I don't think so. Maybe just Captain America for president.
So in closing, this is OPAC from the Predatory Lending Network, signing out. This is OPAC from the Predatory Lending Network, out with the news that Saudi Arabia and Russia have agreed to freeze oil production at current levels. What do you think of this?
I think that's probably a good idea, considering we're going to be running out of oil kind of soon.
Now, the U.S. and Iran have not agreed to change oil production. Now, what do you make of that?
It makes sense. Iran kind of runs the whole oil business, and the U.S. can't survive without oil. We're too petroleum oil based. It kind of makes sense. I mean, we would die. The whole entire civilization of the U.S. would crumble without oil.
Now, Mideast politics have Saudi Arabia and Iran in a price war over oil. Now, what does this mean for global security?
For global security, gosh, it sounds like if they're I don't know, man. It sounds bad. It just sounds bad. It sounds like there's a war brewing.
Now, where do you see oil prices heading in the next few months ahead of the U.S. election?
It's going to keep doing the same thing it's been doing. It's going to skyrocket up, and then it's going to dip back down and keep going up and down, and it's eventually steadily going to keep going up, because no matter what, we're still going to pay however much the gas costs. We're still going to pay it. We need it. So, if it gets up to $6, $7 a gallon, people are still going to pay it, but right now it's trying to figure out its median point so that they can make the most amount of profit and still not suffer from people not buying as much.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say?
Go Wasteland.
Wasteland Weekend!
Wasteland Weekend.